Hello, this is Chris from MadSciTech Technologies with our first ever screencast. In today's screencast, we are going to discuss DropBox, an online web service that allows you to share and sync your files across multiple computers and your mobile devices. Well, let's get started. To get started, first thing you need to do is go over to dropbox.com. If you want to know more about the service, you can watch this video they have on their homepage. And if you want to know about their pricing, term legals, and all that stuff, you can find it down here in the bottom of their site. Now, before we get started, we're going to discuss the plans which they offer. They offer 3 different levels of plans. Their first plan is a 2 gig plan, which is enough for most people until you get into the service pretty far, which is completely free, no strings attached, no problems or anything like that. Then, the next level up, you have the 50 gig plan, which is $10 a month. And then they have a 100 gig plan, which is $20 a month. So, if you want to buy and have more storage, you're going to have to pull out the credit card. So, let's get started with the free plan. To get started, all you have to do is come back to the home page, and you're just going to click this nice big blue button that says download Dropbox, and it's going to automatically download. And I'm going to go ahead and save that, and it even tells you how to do it. It's relatively simple. It will walk you through everything, and I'm going to pause while that downloads. Okay, once that is done, we can run the little program. And it will continue to walk us through the process of installing this application. Okay, you just click install, and it will go ahead and install the application. And now it brings up the wizard to set up Dropbox. And in this case, I already have a Dropbox account, but I'm going to create a second one for this particular machine. So I'm going to say I don't have a Dropbox account, so I'm going to hit next. And you just fill in the nice information as they require. Come up with a nice password you can remember. You can also read through the terms of service. You can also name the computer. In this case, I'm just going to go with the default name of Amnesia. And hit next. And it's going to create the account and link it to the server. Now it's asking what type of plan you want, which we're going to just go with the 2 gig plan. Next. And then we're just going to go with a typical recommended settings. And it will now walk you through how Dropbox works. It's pretty much, we'll create a special folder and you can access your files online. And here's the icon that it's pointing out. And you can share folders, you can so on and so forth. As I said, it's pretty self-explanatory there. And now we're finished. Now here in a second, it will open up our Dropbox folder. You have 2 folders. Out of the box, you have public and photos. Anything you put into the public folder will obviously be public. And now it's telling me that it's syncing everything. That this little blue icon with the circle, or was circle. Now the folders are synced with the server, but you can tell that by this little green icon. So if we go in here and look what they put, we have a little file of how to use the public folder, which is pretty. Anything you drop into this particular folder will be publicly viewable on the internet. So in that case, we're going to come in here and create a new file. And we're going to call it hello world.txt. And we're going to write in there hello mad scientist viewers. Okay, I'm going to save that, and you can see right there that it's uploading that to their cloud. If I right click in on the file and go down to Dropbox in the shortcut menu and copy public link, and then jump into my browser and paste it in, you can see that that file is now on the World Wide Web. And I can shoot this link off to people in an email or instant message. On the Dropbox website, when you first log into it, actually when you reload it, it will present you with this Getting Started guide, which if you complete 5 steps of this Getting Started guide, you get an additional 250 megs, and if you can get additional friends and colleagues to sign up, you can get it even more, up to I think a limit of 5 gigs, I think. Anyway, if you just click on these and go through them, like I'm going to do on this quick tour, which I'm not going to really care what they say. I've done this once or twice before. Nice little cartoon they have here. Which, yes, Dropbox can be used as a way to back up your files. And now we're going to go back home. Now this is your files you have synced with Dropbox Online and on your computers. If you can tell, it's the same files that's in here. And just to show you, I can create a file, test, and it will show up here when I reload the page, and I can access these online or download them too. Now, I find the public folder relatively useful for sharing documents among friends and colleagues. I can just drop a file in there, shoot them an email with a link in it, or an instant message, and they can sign off on that particular item. Now, the one nice thing about Dropbox is a revision history on your documents. And to demonstrate this, I will come in here and I'm going to edit this file. And you can see that all the temp files which are being created are also updated, and I'm going to come back in here. I'm going to write that out, and then I'm going to put some more text, just generic text. And now I have a few different edits with that. I'm going to close that out. Once these files are resynced to Dropbox, I will come in here, reload this page, and I'm going to hover over my test file and click this arrow at the end and hit you have previous versions. And then you have the oldest one, which I can preview this. Which since it does, I have a any type of it's absolutely blank. I could have looked at the size and seen that. If I wanted to, I could restore. Well, let's restore this one, which was a minute old, which had some content, and it will push it out to the machines. And now, if I right-click on this, this says "Hello World." Nice little feature if you save your documents in your Dropbox folder. You can also manage your files from the web interface, such as I'm going to delete these two files. Delete. But just in case you did not really want to delete those, you can hit this Show Deleted Files, and here's all the files that have been deleted. I'm not absolutely sure on the time that they keep these files. I think it's 45 days, but the terms of service says how long they will keep them for. And that's about it. Dropbox is a relatively simple program. All you have to do is store your files in it, and it will back them up for you. Which the default location for the Dropbox folder is within your My Documents if you're on Windows XP, or Documents folder on Windows Vista and Windows 7. You can always change this by going through the options of the Dropbox client. You can also unlink the computer, you can limit bandwidth, you can do all sorts of stuff through the advanced settings. But again, that is outside of the scope of this screencast. Well, this has been Chris with MadSciTech Technologies discussing the advantages of Dropbox. If you have any questions, please drop a line in the comments of the show notes page. See you next time. Bye.